YouTube, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at how you guys can be easily making coins this weekend on FC26. We'll be looking at fodder, team of the weeks, upcoming SBCs, and just what content to be expecting in the next few days. But before we get into all that, we have to talk about content today on Thursday. And again, guys, if you want cheap, fast, reliable coins on FC26, make sure you check out u7buy.com and use code Teddy at checkout. You will get 8% off your order. u7buy.com, code Teddy at checkout. Link is in the description down below. All right, so content today on Thursday, pretty boring. Thursday's usually not too special. I'd say this was probably a better Thursday than usual, though. Sandy Toletti, SBC, 84-86 squad, so she's pretty damn cheap if you want to get her done. Nothing super crazy here. It's not horrible. It's cheap. It's not horrible. You want to get it done, go for it. I don't know what the female Madrid team is like, though. If they're decent, she can get some upgrades. That could be a somewhat interesting card. And then we got marquee matchups, of course, because it is Thursday. And that was the SBC content for the day. Now, we got an evolution today. A really interesting evolution today. Let me claim these real quick. I have just been stacking up some evolutions because of the Abarbo. Can I claim that? Yeah, the Abarbo Fantasy FC Tournament League Cup thingy. I've just been doing those big chain evos, boosting some of my cards. By the way, we went 20-0 in that Abarbo League. Holy crap. Either I got fairly lucky with matchmaking or I'm filthy at the game now. I think it might be a combination of both. But yeah, Abarbo. Excited to use them. And yeah, I don't know. Foot Daddy. Let's say that. Shout out Foot Daddy. That pro coaching session. Literally, that pro coaching session changed everything. If you guys want to get better at the game, watch some Foot Daddy content. It's actually insane. I feel like I can help people now so much. We were saying it on stream today. It just helps so much with like the understanding of the game and what you should be doing, how to break down your opponent, stuff like that. And it's incredible, absolutely incredible. So again, shout out Foot Daddy. Now, let's talk about this Evo. I thought this sucked at first. I thought this Evo was horrible when it came out, and I was completely wrong. I didn't realize this evolution doesn't change your rating at all, but it gives you 90 defending. Ready? Let's go look at some popular options. So it's not going to be moving your pace, so you're going to want to use someone that's fairly fast. So Basic's pretty popular just because it's basic, but like, look, basic is still 84 rated. He's got 90 defending, 89 physicality. That's crazy. Another player that was really popular, really popular. I don't know if I have one still. Let's see if I have one still. A Baines. Do I have an Baines still on this account? No, I do not. But a Baines is 87 pace, I believe. But you put the Evo on him, he has anticipate playstyle plus now. So really, like, look at this. This Murillo's 83 rated still, anticipate playstyle plus, 90 defending, 87 physicality. It's a really solid Evo to build up an evolution on a card because of the fact that you end up with 90 defending, 80, like it's a huge stat boost, but no rating change. So great evolution. If you have some players in your club, definitely check it out. It's solid for I mean, like let's look at this. Ndombele. Okay, Ndombele. I thought he was going to go up to 90 defending as well. But yeah, that's that. Cool evolution from today. Shout out EA for that one. And that was it for content today on Thursday. Now, I'm just going to fly through making coins this weekend. We already know the whole fantasy FC spiel. You guys understand that. Just keep an eye on the cards. They're going to move a lot. Like we were talking about how they're so expensive. You probably want to wait for them to come down in price. When I said that, this Semenyo was 1.4 million coins. He's actually now back down at 1.25. So down 150,000 coins from when I made that video. So keep an eye on these. I believe they play... Is it Leeds? I think they play Leeds. Away from home, though, could be a little tricky. But with these cards, We saw it with Joao Felix. By the way, the fantasy cup from the rewards, I packed Joao Felix from the 88 triple pack, so that was pretty sick. But we saw Joao Felix go from 2.2 mil, somewhere around there, to 2.8 mil. Absolutely insane, because his team scored 5 goals in one game. So keep an eye on the games this weekend. If it's a goal fest and someone scores 3-4 goals, you're probably going to see some of these cards go up in price. But like I said, previous video, watch these cards either before their game. If there's a bit of a dip, you can buy, maybe sell into the hype. But after the game, specifically, if there's panic selling, if a card maybe doesn't do what people were hoping they would have done against the team, the card can come down in price. You could probably have a little buying opportunity. So that's that with the fantasy cards. Now I want to talk about fodder. Guys, it's so easy. We talk about this filter nonstop. You guys want to make coins, especially on a low budget. I literally have a command in my stream. If you join my stream, you type !low, it pops up with the video on this filter right here. That's what you're going to do for the filter. You're going to click search. You're going to be getting a bunch of 85, 87. You got 86 right here. I always talk about this. Look, all these cards pop up. This filter's amazing. It is the best on the weekend, though, when there's a lot more supply from foot champs, from store packs, all that. So on the weekend, this filter's usually better. Guess what? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the next few days, this filter's going to be pretty solid. And the thing with this filter is you get crazy deals, like insane deals. You get cards for so cheap on this filter. It's great for making coins, but it's also great for investing, because the weekend is when fodder is usually low. So if you can pick these cards up on the weekend when they're low and then hold and sell them like Tuesday, Wednesday, you're going to be making even more coins. So those of you guys on a low budget, you're just doing this over the weekend. Should be like really easy. I mean, it's pretty solid on console right now. It looks like. I'll go through and bid on a couple more pages, and then we'll see how many of the cards I actually win, or we'll just look at what they go for. So just tossing some bids, 86. Here you go. It's really simple. This is like literally all the filter is. I'm just going through and bidding. And 85s, guys, 85s, they're going to be a really easy investment again this weekend. Like really easy. For the next 3 weeks, if you guys are on a low budget, you will make so many coins trading with 85s. It's a no-brainer, an absolute no-brainer. And the reason for that is the provisions SBC, the winter provisions SBC. They've now changed it. They just call it the provisions SBC. Requires 385s, 12 every single day. If you do it fully, the repeatable, 4 times repeatable, 385s, 1285s required every day. Jeez. So you do that. It's a lot of 85s, and they go up in price every single week. They're cheap on the weekend, then they go up midweek. And if you get lucky, you get another SBC that requires 85s, and they go even higher. So low budget, guys, just buy 85s. It's literally just, it's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer. It's the easiest coins you'll make. And then once you build up your coins from doing that, you can start to do some other stuff, some higher budget stuff, maybe some team of the weeks, maybe some promo cards. But I'm telling you, if you have like below 1 million coins, just buy a crap load of 85s. It's so damn easy. And that's the last page. Now let's go to 27 for Teddy127, and that page gives me nothing. Okay, so you can see I got an 86 for 750, 86 went for 850, 86 went for 950. Look, these are all selling for below 1,000 coins. 86s are like almost 3,000 coins, I'm pretty sure. But you can see right here, they're all going for pretty cheap. 900 coins right there, 900 coins right there. Now, this is what you do. You go through, you bid, and then you come back and you get into little bidding wars. You just go through and bid on all these cards. Just bid, and you will get some really solid deals. 800 right there and an 87. It's so simple. 87 right there, 850, 87, 26, 86, 900. Yeah, it's crazy. Ready? Let's just do this, and let's see how many more cards went for cheap. 900, 800. Any 87s go for cheap? Any 87s? Another one for 900 right there, 800 right there, and an 85. I'm telling you guys, again, let me show you the filter. It's so damn easy. There you go. That's what you're going to do this weekend. Now, I want to talk about high rated fodder. So the upcoming content you're going to see at the end of this video, when we look at all the upcoming SBCs, it looks garbage. There's just like no good SBCs. Wayne Rooney's getting a SBC. I will say there's a Puyo SBC that's supposed to come out. It looks like it could be decent, but it's not going to be like anything insane. I don't think it's not going to be expensive. It's Puyo. It's not going to be an expensive SBC. So there's really just nothing big SBC wise that's hype in it, and it's going to make fodder rise. What do we have for the icons right now? Do we have an icon that's expiring this weekend? Maybe this icon SBC expires this weekend. We get something better to replace it. We could see that. That could help some of the high rated fodder go up in price. What do we got for the requirements on this? Maybe this weekend. We'll see. But I really don't think you're going to see the high rated fodder go up Friday, Saturday. There's just nothing. There's no big SBCs on the way. There's no big SBCs out at the moment. So high rated fodder is really freaking cheap, like really cheap. So if you want to stock up on it, I think this weekend's going to be a good opportunity, especially as we approach Foot Birthday, where hopefully we can get some pretty solid SBCs that people are going to want to go out and craft. So high rated fodder, guys, I think it's a decent stock this weekend. It's been cheap the past few days. High rated fodder is the cheapest it's been since this game has been out. 20,000 coins on Rodri. He's never been 20k. The entire year he's never been 20k. So high rated fodder, again, the cheapest. 89, 90, 91 rated fodder is the cheapest it has been since this game has been out. 89s, no. Kind of with the 89s. Kind of with the 89s. They're pretty much the cheapest they've been all year. Yeah, if they're like 12k this weekend, they're the cheapest they've been all year. So 89s, 90s, 91s, keep an eye on them. They are damn cheap. Very, very cheap if you want to stock up on them. So we went over fodder. We went over the fantasy cards. The upcoming SBCs, Dookie, fodder is going to be cheap. Team of the weeks. Let's talk about team of the week. So should be an interesting week for team of the weeks. Usually the pattern goes really solid team of the week investment week, decent team of the week investment week, really solid team of the week investment week, decent team of the week investment week. We were just in the decent team of the week investment week. This upcoming weekend is where it would be a really solid team of the week investment week. But the reason for that is upgrade SBCs on Tuesday. So let me explain this. Right now, we have no upgrade SBC that came out on Tuesday that requires team of the week. So there's just really not a lot of team of the week requirements at the moment. It's really just the 83 times 14, and that's it. Tuesday, we didn't get a single SBC, but it usually went back and forth between an upgrade SBC on Tuesday that requires team of the weeks, and then the next week, an upgrade SBC that doesn't require team of the week. So I don't know what we're going to get on Tuesday. It's weird. The fact that they didn't release an 86 double and 85 triple is weird, because literally since the game has been out, every single Tuesday we get an upgrade SBC like that. So I thought it was a mistake at first when they didn't release it, because every Tuesday we get it. So it's going to be interesting on Tuesday to see what we get. But because there is no SBC out right now that requires team of the weeks, obviously the 83 times 14, but I'm talking about on top of that, you're probably going to see team of the weeks get pretty cheap this weekend. They're already cheap. They're 12,250 coins right now. And there's a decent amount of supply at 12,250 coins. So they're probably going to get close to min price, like 10,000 coins this weekend. That's going to be really freaking cheap. And it's going to be an easy buy. Sunday, Monday, pick up team of the weeks and then sell them Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Really depends on what we get for content, to be honest with you. I'd say Friday might be the better time, just because the 83 times 14, you're going to have a lot of people that want to craft the 83 times 14 on Friday, because it's a new promo. It's not fantasy week 2. It's going to be a brand new promo for birthday. So picking up these team of the weeks on the weekend and then selling them Friday, probably going to be a decent idea. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like that. But how high they go is going to depend on what we get on Tuesday. Like I said, 86 double, 85 triple, something like that. If we get an SBC on Tuesday that requires team of the weeks, they're going to rise a good chunk as the week goes on. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they're just going to go up and up and up. But you need something on Tuesday. Every Tuesday now, we are getting the promo upgrade SBC. So the fantasy upgrade. Did I craft that on this account? Yeah, fantasy team 1 upgrade. These require team of the weeks. The fantasy team 1, fantasy team 2, it's going to require team of the week, comes out on Tuesday. That's nice. And if we don't get any other upgrade along with that, Tuesday could be the peak for team of the weeks, because there's just no other SBCs out there requiring the team of the weeks. So that's pretty much that. Team of the weeks, fodder, And the promo cards, keep an eye on those promo cards. These fantasy cards have a lot of hype. It's just, you got to watch their games. And a good way to just track it, use FootGG's tracker or use Footbin's tracker. It's very helpful to see what do you have for upcoming games. Like, someone was asking me about Cole Palmer on stream today. They're up against Arsenal. Arsenal have been the better team against Chelsea recently, so the odds of them getting a result here, not great. And if they don't, they then have to beat Villa away from home and Newcastle at home in order to get the upgrade. So Cole Palmer, not a good look. But if, I hope this doesn't happen, but if they were to, excuse me, upset Arsenal, that's huge. If they were to upset Arsenal, that's huge. And then their next game is 3 days later. So that's actually something to really look for. Just a bit of advice in these fantasy cards. It's a cheat code. Look for double game weeks, as in they play and then midweek they play. So they play on the weekend and then they play on like Wednesday again. When you can find that on some of these cards, that's usually like the best cards to pick up because their upgrades are coming quicker and it's just a quick turnaround. It's not like you're waiting forever. I don't know why I clicked on that one. It's not like you're waiting forever on the card to play. Like right here, 28th, and then they play on the 4th, but then you got to wait 10 days right there for that one. So a big thing when it comes to these cards is like, how long do you have to wait for their next game? So a little bit of advice right there. Look for the mid-game, midweek fixtures. You can really capitalize on that and it can help you make some coins. So there's that. Let's just go over the upcoming content now, because that's pretty much it for the market this weekend. Should be pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Now, upcoming content. Bang, Puyo SBC. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh, Fantasy FC. Is that the fantasy? It's not the fantasy image. That's Time Warp. It's just saying it's going to come as a fantasy SBC. Yeah. Yeah, fantasy is only heroes. It's not even icons. I don't know why I thought potential icon Puyo fantasy card. Well, that kind of sucks. Okay. These are the cards coming. We talked about this in the previous video. Game week 29, I believe. Fantasy Premier League, FPL. These cards are going to upgrade based on that. So pretty cool. I'm excited to see how that goes. Who looks best? Ahmad with Rapid. Finesse. I wish they didn't give Trossard technical. I really wish they didn't do that. It's kind of annoying, but pretty cool right there. Pretty cool. I'm excited for that. Rooney SBC on the way. His card's dookie. His card's dookie, so I don't care. Garbage. What else do we got? This was the Evo we got today. Sterling is coming as an SBC. He's probably going to be solid. Honestly, you could think about link investments to this Sterling because it's just an off league. And it's a card that honestly might end up being somewhat decent. I don't know what his team looks like upgrade-wise, but I mean, that's great. Finesse, Rapid, that's a pretty solid start for a winger. So could be decent. Official stats as well. Honestly, could be a really decent card. Think about link investments potentially. I don't know what Feyenoord has for players. Even just like a hero in the Eredivisie could help out quite a bit. And yeah, that's pretty much that. We've already seen the promo team. Forlon, you got this fantasy team too right here. All the players. Can't wait for that Gyökeres. I literally cannot wait for that Gyökeres. I need him in my team. Don't know where he's going to go, but I need him. So there's that. And then the right here. I don't know what these ones are. Same thing? Yeah, it's the same thing. Just more of the same promos. Whoa. Ethan Wanera is getting a card. I didn't know that. Sheesh. I'm excited for that one. Okay. Damn. My Arsenal team's going to be filthy. Oh, I can't wait. The Arsenal past and present's actually going to be filthy. And that's it, guys. That's all the upcoming content. That's how we're going to be making coins this weekend. And that is it for this video. Check it out. Shout out Abarbo. Shout out the João Felix we packed. And I have no idea what I'm doing with my team now. We packed Futra, too, in the same pack as João Felix, which was pretty sick. And that is it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. My trading Discord, my Twitch live stream are in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.